Titans fans, tough loss today against the Giants, 21-20 the final score. But regardless of the outcome, we're going to have you guys covered on a post-game video after every single game this year. So be sure to go down and subscribe to the channel. We're also bringing you guys news, rumors, and more throughout the entire season. So be sure to go down, hit that big red subscribe button. It's the best way to stay in the loop with the Tennessee Titans. Welcome into Titans Today. I am Will Scott. Again, the final 21-20. New York stunning Tennessee. It was a big halftime lead for the Titans. They blew it, and then Randy Bullock blew it at the end, missing a 47-yard field goal as the G-men came out on top in NFL Week 1. Final score again, 21-20. Tannehill looked pretty good, though. 20 of 33, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, 21 carries, 82 yards. Kyle Phillips had an impressive NFL debut. 6 receptions, 66 yards for KP. I think a lot of people are going to talk about the muff punt and talk about that with KP today, but I thought Phillips had a really good NFL debut today. It was really impressive, especially down the stretch. Also had that 43-yard punt return earlier in the game. Daniel Jones, 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception on 17 of 21. Saquon was tough to bring down tonight, and that's what a lot of people are going to be talking about after this game. The Titans' run defense, they allowed 164 yards and a touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 2 receptions, 71 yards, and a touchdown for him. Talking about Tannehill, obviously a big year for Tanny, right? I mean, he's got to step up this year, kind of on the hot seat, especially with Malik Willis on the sideline watching on. I wouldn't say Tannehill's on a short leash, but he's got to step up and have a good year this year, or it's Malik Willis' team, I think, for 2023. So pretty good start to his 2021 season. Finished with 266 yards today, couple touchdowns, and he led the Titans down the field, got him into field goal range. The Giants scored with a little over a minute left to take the lead. Surprisingly, they ended up going for 2 to take the lead. They could have kicked an extra point to tie it. They end up rolling the dice. It pays off. They take the lead, but Tannehill marched right down the field, threw that dime to Kyle Phillips on the near sideline to get Tennessee in field goal range. However, Randy Bullock again missing the 47-yarder. Titans lose 21-20. Be sure to go down and grade the Titans' Week 1 performance. Type ABCDRF down in the comments section. Let me know what you thought about the Titans' Week 1 performance, because they lost to, in my opinion, a pretty bad football team in New York and a improved football team under the new regime. But still, overall, the Titans had no business losing this game, especially when you consider the start for the Titans. Type ABCDRF. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when an ad break comes, chime in, type ABCDRF. Grade the Titans' Week 1 performance. Talk about Derrick Henry, a decent game, 82 yards, 21 carries, over 4 yards per carry. So I think a lot of people are, we're kind of a little bit spoiled, I think, with Henry, because whenever he doesn't have a monster game, we're a little bit disappointed. But he was solid tonight. I mean, I would have loved to see him find the end zone, but he was still really solid tonight for Tennessee. 82 yards against the Giants defense. Again, be sure to go down and subscribe. Bring you guys multiple Titans videos each week talking about Titans news, rumors, Titans news breaks. Regardless of where we're at, we're going to be able to get you guys a video. That's what we're all about here at Chat Sports. Again, Kyle Phillips had a pretty good debut. 6 receptions, 66 yards. Really liked what I saw from him. I understand the muff punt, was not ideal, especially in the fourth quarter. But overall, I was really happy with what I saw from Kyle Phillips tonight. The upside's there. Dare I say, is he the best rookie wide receiver that this Titans team has over Treylon Burks? I don't know, but I feel like after watching him, and Burks, I like Burks, but after watching KP, I feel like he might have the bigger impact at least this season. Kevin Byers, we talk about the defense now, 12 tackles today. He led the team in tackles against the Giants. He's coming in, is obviously one of the best safeties in the league this year. He had 12 tackles. That led the entire Titans defense today. The Titans defense looked good in the first half, obviously. Not so much in the second half. Yeah, the offense is to blame for not having a great second half either, but the Titans defense was a little bit disappointing in the second half. David Long, though, was all over the field. 8 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a quarterback hit for Long today. Talking about Zach Cunningham now. 7 tackles for Cunningham today against the Giants. So those are some of the key defensive performances. Those are the 3 guys that led the team in tackles. Cunningham with 7, Long with 8, and Kevin Byard with 12 as we continue to recap this game. Also want to hit on these injury updates because Taylor Lewan left the game early but came back. So that was good to see. Went to the injury tent but came back. And then Ola and Danico Autry, some other guys that were injured. Don't know the latest on the bottom two. However, we're going to provide you with an update in a future video on them, as we have to wait from the Titans Twitter account and social media team to find out more about the injury situations with those players. We continue to recap this. Giants 21, Titans 20. I mentioned the Ryan Tannehill, that really impressive pass to Kyle Phillips on the near sideline. And that came with about 18 seconds left. And the Titans decided to, on the next play, to just kind of have Tannehill set up the ball on the far hash for Bullock. And look, I understand the strategy there, but how about you run another freaking play, get closer for Bullock, and then set up on the far hash? I thought the Titans had enough time to do that. I mean, a 47-yard is no gimme. Run Derrick Henry, let Henry pick up 6 or 7 yards. Then you're looking at a much more manageable field goal, then set up the ball on the far hash. I really didn't like that from Vrabel. 47-yard field goal. I literally said that to some Chat Sports team members as they're setting up for that field goal. I'm like, I would have run another play there, get a little bit closer for Bullock. Instead, Bullock misses a 47-yard field goal. I mean, I can't say I'm shocked. I'm not a huge fan of Randy. Disappointing. Really disappointing day for the Tennessee Titans. And it is worth noting that the Jaguars lost and the Texans and the Colts tied. So nobody won today in the AFC South. Nobody. That's going to be an interesting division this year. I think the Texans might be a little bit better than expected. I think the Colts are going to be worse than people think. I mean, Matt Ryan's washed. I mean, yeah, I give him credit. He led the team back in the fourth quarter, but I don't think Matt Ryan's that good. Who was the MVP of today's game? Go down in the comments section. Let me know. Was it Kyle Phillips? Was it Kevin Byard? Was it Ryan Tannehill? Definitely wasn't Randy Bullock. I'll tell you that much. Who was the MVP of today's game? Go down in the comments section. Let me know who you think was the MVP. If you're a real one, be sure to spam a real one below for a chance to shout out on a future show. That's kind of our motto now at Chat Sports. If you're a real one, be sure to comment that below, and we might give you a shout out on a future show. We're also selling real one shirts, so we'll promote that on the show here in the near future. Also, be sure to subscribe. YouTube.com/Titans TV. We're going to be keeping you posted on Titans news and rumors throughout the entire season. Also, get your post-game vids. You also follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. I'm talking about the NFL, some other teams as well, in addition to the Titans. But I'm not worried. I understand it's a disappointing loss, but they're in such a crappy division in the AFC South. They're still going to win this division even after an 0-1 start. You look at the Texans, the Colts, the Jags. Titans are still the best team in the AFC South.